The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet. Our matchup tonight taking place in Toronto, the Scotiabank Arena, as we watch the Raptors go up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. For Oklahoma City, they come into this game following a loss to the Raptors. That game was high scoring. Tonight, they'll need to be better defensively. Both teams tonight more than capable of putting up points. Shaq, what do you think will be the deciding advantage?
Well, you have to try to dictate the tempo, play at your pace. This will be a game of streaks, so you have to prepare yourself mentally for that.
Well, you can't just score. You have to be efficient. Big shots down the stretch could be the difference, Ernie, and that will set you free.
We are ready for game time. Let's go to Kevin Harlan for the opening tip.
We're in the city of Toronto, the home of the Raptors, where we will be broadcasting today's action live. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. And back in Toronto following the road trip, it's the Raptors on their home court. They're one of the top flight teams in the league with the second best record in the Eastern Conference.
And they prove that they know how to beat this team. We saw that in the first meeting. Can they make it a clean sweep on the season series? We'll find out tonight.
It won't be easy, but you know they are going to give their best effort to make sure that takes place.
Two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight. 20 years ago, it probably would have played out a little bit differently.
Yeah, totally right. I can remember when you throw the ball, you isolate the bigs on the blocks, Kevin. You wait till they get double teamed. They take up most of the shot clock, and then they kick it out to you at the last minute, and that's where you shot the three. Right now, as you know, we see the game right now where the lane is wide open, and it's played at a faster pace.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So the Thunder 5 right now. Inside pairing is Grant and Adams. Westbrook and Ferguson, their backcourt, and it's George in at the 3 spot. And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Here's Leonard, drilled from 11 feet out.
This is what Kawhi provides. 100% of effort. Loves to take it right to you.
Westbrook kicks to Grant. Shot clock at 6. And he banks in the layup. Grant's got his first basket of the night.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation. Something they're going to want to patch up.
Only the first quarter. Guys are getting in a groove, but communication on the defense has to be better.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Shots, gentlemen. 2.
Well, Steve, when you look at the core of this Raptors team, all in their prime to late prime.
The window is closing for this group. The team should definitely feel a sense of urgency on making the most of this opportunity.
2 shots. Relax on the
First one falls for it. And he makes the first but misses the second. And starting out in the shadow of his older brother Kyle, Marc Gasol, Steve, has become a superstar in his own right.
Multiple All-Star games and All-NBA first team in 2015. And it's not just the production, it's the leadership.
Now George. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Too aggressive to start this game. That's already a couple fouls already in the first.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Kyle Lowry. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Clock at 6. Here's George, and he overshot that one, missing.
I can tell you right now, the coach loved everything about that shot except the result.
VanVleet kicks to Leonard. Pass to Siakam. And Adams sends it back, and he recovers it. The shot's good from Gasol. The Thunder have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Ferguson. It's tipped. Leonard with the steal, all by himself. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. 10th in scoring, 13th in steals. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And you noted it, his points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And Fred VanVleet, the Wichita State product, took some time getting into the NBA, but my goodness, is he a factor now for this team.
You know, I love the way VanVleet can create space with his movement and getting into a defender. Great at reading a defense and finding the right play. He thinks several steps ahead of the play when he's on the floor. He wanted to get his team the lead, and even though he didn't, he should feel good. At least he tied it up.
And so VanVleet will bring it up for Toronto. Their last encounter was in Oklahoma City, where they were able to handle the Thunder.
Yeah, really ratcheted up the pressure in their last matchup, getting steals and just creating havoc defensively.
Their D was just phenomenal in the last game. We'll see if they bring that same intensity again.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Ferguson, the pass to Grant. Here's Ferguson. The pass to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hangs in the air. And so Oklahoma City again turning it over. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for Adams.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustments.
A nice shot by Gasol.
What I love about Marc Gasol, no matter where he gets the ball, he knows how to score it.
Westbrook kicks to Grant. Right wing. Adams dishes to Westbrook. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Raptors leading by 4. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
VanVleet passes to Gasol. Back to VanVleet. Beyond the arc. Can't hit that one. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
You know, they worked hard, they drew fouls, but they just couldn't convert at the line.
And it's one of those things that can deflate your team. After all that effort, you want points.
Grant gets a wide open look. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Toronto's gone 0-2 from deep here. And Leonard gets it to go.
He's got the touch early. Coach, keep feeding him.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. You know, Steve, I've always wondered this late in the season, how do players stay fresh and motivated right through the final game? All season long, building up, and now now you're down to the close. How do they stay fresh? How do they stay motivated?
Well, they're doing a great job. I think the motivation, Kevin, is the passion to play, the passion not to let your team down, and want to be out there, especially if you're jockeying for position. But then there's sometimes you just have to be smart. You don't want to have these little nagging injuries and they turn into something bigger, and then now you're limping into the playoffs and you won't be 100%. That's what you have to be smart and listen to your body.
Let's take a moment to see which squads have been the most dominant on the glass this season. Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Second, the Thunder.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Passes it to Ferguson, kicks it to Grant. Westbrook passes to Ferguson. Trying to end the drought, and it's in there. Here's Van Vliet playing Oklahoma City. He was nearly unstoppable. Outside Gasol. Back to Van Vliet. Fires from deep. Gasol no good. Thunder trailing by 5. Outside, George shoots over Leonard. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. The Raptors have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Outside for Gasol. And a miss there on the triple. Thunder have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. George looking around. The feed to Adams. Pass to Ferguson. Westbrook with it. And here's George for 3. Gasol with the rebound.
And I'll tell you, the sooner this quarter can end, the happier he'll be. It's been tough making shots.
Outside Westbrook. The second chance effort. He lays it in. Westbrook's got 5 points so far.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Here's Van Vliet. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And the Raptors miss again.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
It's George on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Double team on Westbrook. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out east. Look at Milwaukee. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And, of course, there's Toronto, right on their tail, vying to move up and take over if they get the chance.
And when I look at Toronto, any fears of a regression for them this season have been laid to bed. They're an elite team yet again, and they're poised for a dominant stretch run here.
I can't see them slowing down anytime soon. If anything, I think they'll just get stronger as the playoffs gets closer.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Billy Donovan gave me a few minutes. I asked him about the challenge of playing against a team that's so smart and under control on offense. And he said they really do a terrific job of execution. No miscues or missteps. We need to be just as disciplined if we're going to get the upper hand. And since they're down 1-0 in a season series, they'll have to do that really well tonight.
Okay, Dave, guys, how hard a job is it going to be to keep this team's shooting percentage down?
It's going to be very difficult. I mean, they move the ball well. They've got players who can go off, but the defense isn't solid through and through.
They must win the turnover battle. Nothing disrupts an imposing offense more than coming up with some steals.
Here's Van Vliet. Outside Leonard. And again, Toronto no up.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Ferguson kicks to Westbrook. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Gasol's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Leonard the pass to Van Fleet. Pass to Gasol. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
And here's a look at some stats for Westbrook. Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable. 6th in scoring, 9th in assists. And he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
And you noted it, his points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. Now here's Green, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Green kicks to Van Vliet. They could use a bucket. And no good. Good D by Westbrook. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Grant down low. There's the triple. Score the basket, his 2nd of 2 attempts.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Van Vliet looking around. Here's Gasol. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Steven Adams picks one up. And Marc Gasol, a force on both ends of the floor. You forget, Greg, that he's won a Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, Gasol doesn't really wow you on defense with what he does. I mean, he gets blocks, but it's really his positioning and his rotations are what make him so great. Always involved in plays.
Take a break.
And he just seems to be able to protect the rim and a terrific team defender.
First free throw is good.
I mean, amazing. Mark was drafted 48th overall, even after his brother Powell was drafted 3rd overall. Might have put a chip on Mark's shoulder.
Powell, he's jacked in for the Raptors. Jeremy Lin comes in for Fred Van Vliet. And so Gasol nails them both. So many different approaches, Steve, on offense. Some guys force the issue, but Steve, who are some guys that really practice patience?
I think LeBron James. I think Kevin Durant. I think Klay Thompson. Anthony Davis. Kawhi Leonard to somewhat of a degree. Chris Paul. There's so many guys. I love the way they can just let the play develop or let the game develop. And then they can take over. But those are some of the names I think they play with a lot of patience.
And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. Here's Siakam. Some solid defense from Grant.
How many times have you seen him do that? Losing focus on a simple lay-in.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Now here's Lin. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Toronto with the ball, trailing by 2. 1:19 left to play here in the first. Here's Siakam. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Westbrook kicks to George. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. George has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Raptors shooting just 35% to start the game. Here's Powell. No good. Adams, some nice D. Now the Thunder with it. They're on a 14-4 run.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hunter Hammock. Over in the corner, Green. to shoot. Paul George with the steal. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Great D that time from Green.
I'll tell you what, his shot's off, but the rest of the team is on. That's why they're still winning.
The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 7th rebound here tonight. George with no one around. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
And this is the value of letting the play develop. You find the weakness in the defense.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Thunder out in front, up by 7. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And let's listen to Pascal Siakam talking about the work ethic of his teammates.
You come in every day, guys in the gym every single day. So I used to think that I was always the hardest worker, but, you know, just coming to see guys, the amount of work that they put in, trying to get better each and every day.
And Greg, when everyone is working hard, it builds a chemistry.
And a culture. Kevin, winning teams all have it. It's not enough to be here. We want to win.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
Yeah, it's been the defense that has them out in front. But let's see if they can sustain the intensity.
We've got Ibaka, Anunoby out there with Powell. Then it's Jeremy Lin, and it's Lowry in at the point. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. And the rejection by Ibaka. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. On defense, the Raptors. 6 to shoot. Here's George. Rebound by the Raptors. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And sometimes in that hostile environment, it is hard to stay true to who you are. But give them credit, they did, especially on offense.
Well, they came in with a strong game plan, made adjustments when they needed to, and kept the crowd out of their heads.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Lowry against George. Lowry finds Ibaka. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
Well, it's important to get points any way you can, and Ibaka's turned himself into a good free throw shooter.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. So often when a player comes off injury, he's placed on a conservative minutes restriction. Usually it's the trainers that put that, the doctors that will tell the coaches what they can and cannot do. Do you think there's more of that now than when you were playing?
Totally, Kevin. I look back and think about when I played, the injuries you have. Usually coaches, staff, trainers, they ask, are you ready to go? I wouldn't say 100%, but are you ready to resume the amount of minutes you played? And you couldn't answer that. They pretty much kept you out. But I think nowadays, like you said, it's more of limiting your minutes, having these minute restrictions, getting you ready to play. Definitely more than when I played.
Medical staff has a very large voice in this, and it continues that way.
Yes.
Off the inbound pass. You can't get that one. Adams, some nice D.
And then they continue to control the glass.
He gives them a double-digit lead. And now it's a 10-point Thunder lead.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Powell inside. Grant on him. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Monday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies. Then on Wednesday, they'll head back home to host the Indiana Pacers.
And the matchup against the Nuggets, they have that date circled. They love to compete, and they feel they can play very well against that group if they can execute.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Russell Westbrook. He's off on the second. Oklahoma City leading by 9 to the middle. Here's Schroeder. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Dennis Schroeder is a player who's at his best going to the rim. Very athletic, can twist and contort his way to the paint. Good length with his frame to get shots up quickly.
And he makes the first. Steve, with Schroeder, he is fearless when attacking the rim or attacking any defender.
And sometimes players who are that aggressive don't take care of the ball. That used to be the case with him, but he's worked on it. He's made a point to improve his turnover rate.
Schroeder hits them both.
And you know, Dennis Schroeder, from the moment he came into the league, showed tremendous confidence. He's never been the type to back down.
Now here's Powell. D right on him. Count that bucket.
And because of his size, that's a difficult shot to contest.
But it's not just the size, it's the natural feel for the mid-range game. Not everyone has it.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Kyle Lowry is a player who has worked his way to stardom. He says, I still feel like I can be better. I'm never satisfied. My team is good, but I think the best I can be is a champion. There is no other goal in basketball. Guys?
D.A., that's how you truly create a legacy. Now here's Powell. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Clock is at 3. Lynn. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Grant's got his 5th rebound in this one.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Here's Ferguson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Thunder have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And so the timeout by Nick Nurse here. Smitty, with all the different arenas you've played in, all the cities you've traveled to as a player, which city do you think, looking back, was the hardest to play in for whatever reason?
This is the easy question. Detroit, Michigan, Kevin, because I was raised there and played college basketball. The ticket request going home was definitely hard.
I bet.
Because now you're starting to ask teammates, you're starting to ask everybody for tickets, and I just never had enough.
And it was expensive to buy tickets.
Yes, indeed.
And everyone wanted one.
Everybody. My first game, Kevin, ever back in Detroit, 300 tickets.
Oh.
Glad I had good teammates, though. They helped me.
With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out west. Take a look at the Warriors. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And checking out Oklahoma City, sitting there 4 spots below.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
I agree. As good as they've been, they do seem like they're missing that true killer instinct that sets the great teams apart from the good ones.
And here is Adams following Kyle Lowry's 3. Ferguson the pass to George. Here's Ferguson, now recovering. Schroeder against Ibaka. Adams' shot is off. Raptors trail by 7. To the inside. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
You see the strength Ibaka's added over the years, that time converting through contact, going to the line.
You know, and Serge Ibaka, a player who kind of came into the league as a defensive stopper, shot blocker. You know, still has great length and can bother shots, but not the prolific shot blocker he once was, as the focus has become more on the offensive end.
And the Raptors making a change here. Leonard's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops from Ibaka. And with Ibaka at one point would average almost 4 blocks a game.
Yeah, I mean, it is hard for any player to maintain a pace that high at this stage. Ibaka's done well to adjust, I think, his capabilities and make sure he can still have an impact on defense. The block numbers won't ever be as gaudy as they once were, but he is still causing problems for shooting.
Here's Leonard, nails the baby hook. Leonard's got 9 points.
This is what Leonard gives you. Reliable, productive, churns out positive plays.
Schroeder kicks to George. Ferguson the pass to Schroeder. George against Leonard, and it's Grant in the corner. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Grant's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Leonard kicks to Lowry.
The outside game just not clicking for them tonight. That 3-point percentage is up from where it was in the first quarter, but that ain't saying a whole lot.
And it's sent back by Leonard.
Strong instincts and positioning. Kawhi read that shot all the way.
Outside Lowry. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Down low. It's stolen by Lowry. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Powell finds Leonard. That shot off the mark.
That was very tight defense. He tried to force the layup anyway. I think that was a questionable decision.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Now here is Lowry. He has 6. Shot from 12. And that one's good. Leonard, he's got 11.
The mid-range area, perfect place to use your size advantage.
Schroeder kicks to George. Back to Schroeder. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 4th assist in this one.
He has a wiry frame, but he's stronger than he looks. Schroeder, unafraid of contact, able to complete the play.
And it's Leonard again missing. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the 2nd quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And we've got a moment to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for Leonard.
In the last few months, the rebounding has sort of taken a bit of a dive for him, and a lot of factors could be the cause, but it's a trend that coach would probably like to see him reverse.
The first free throw is good.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the 2nd.
Siakam is checked in for Toronto. He hits one, then misses the 2nd attempt from the free throw line.
Serge Ibaka, known for his defense since he came into the league. Still a very capable shot blocker. He has good strength, and he can guard post players much bigger than him.
Here's Grant. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. From 12 feet out, the rebound by Ibaka. Raptors trail by 8. Nobody near Leonard. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Over kicks to Ferguson. To the paint. Here's Adams. Kicks it out for Schroeder. Pocket 6. George against Leonard. And George gets it to go.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Showing no mercy. Double-digit lead and still putting it on them.
And the Raptors call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Green is checked in for the Raptors. Let's bring out the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league. In fourth, the Raptors. Fifth on the list, the Thunder.
And both squads extremely adept in transition. They like to get out and run, guys. And this is a battle of greyhounds.
Here's Siakam. He picked up 33 points in their last win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
He was really aggressive on the glass, too. He really racked up on the boards out there.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Lowry against Schroeder. He dishes it to Adams. They shoot again. The shot missing. Now Toronto takes it the other way.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Drains it from beyond the arc. 16 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Off the catch, Leonard with the quick trigger. Nothing but money.
And the pass to Grant. Here's Ferguson, guarded by Green. Ferguson kicks to George. 50 that time from Leonard.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Now here's Schroeder. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
And we have to mention his rebound. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
Lowry passes to Siakam. Lowry with the ball. Now guarded by Schroeder. Ibaka, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Now just a 5-point Thunder lead. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Up next for him, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. First trip to the line for him here.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Patterson, he's checked in for the Thunder. Westbrook comes in for Dennis Schroeder. And that's looks good as he hits both of his shots.
This is where he feels 100% comfortable taking all the free points he can get.
Lowry against Westbrook. Lowry kicks to Ibaka. Shoots over Adams. And Adams sends it back. It's stolen by Green. Pass to Lowry. Here's Siakam. Back to Lowry. Leonard inside. Defended by George. And it's sent back by George. Pass to Westbrook. The 10-footer will not go. This is off the front iron. Raptors trail by 7. Green kicks to Ibaka. Outside, Green. Back to Ibaka. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Siakam. It's tipped.
Just a great job of timing on the block from Patterson.
To the paint. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Patterson's got his first basket of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Lowry finds Green. Here's Siakam. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And here's Westbrook. Over Lowry. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Kyle Lowry picks one up there. The Thunder have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10.
This season, in general, has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Only about 71%.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
First one falls for him. Both teams deciding to change it up. And so Westbrook makes them both. And we finished one half of basketball. Thunder lead by 11. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It was all Russell Westbrook in the first quarter. He had 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Shaq, your thoughts on the Thunder?
The area where they impressed me the most has been on the boards. When the shot's gone up, everybody goes for it. Just a matter of maintaining that energy, playing with that same kind of aggression in the final 2 quarters.
Looking at Toronto, Kenny, your thoughts?
It looked like they were shooting threes blindfolded. Sometimes you could get cold, but that was atrocious. It was scary. But they also looked scattered out there, and I think that disorganization was the main issue for them missing those shots. They need to establish themselves better into a better rhythm in the second half and avoid relying so heavily on the three-point shot.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And I just love how aggressive he is. Usually tries to work for the best shot that he can.
And that really tests the defense. It's hard to take the right angle on him to contest the shot.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Taking a look at the Thunder, the forwards, George and Grant. Westbrook and Ferguson, their backcourt, and it's Adams in at the 5 spot. Now, here's Westbrook. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game.
You getting the half off to a good start here already with some penetration.
Those are the kind of looks you want to get coming out of the break. Get it in tight, get those high-quality chances in the paint.
Gasol inside. Adams defending. Gasol's shot is good.
That's just a solid execution to get a wide-open look.
Pass to Ferguson. Grant with the ball. Guarded by Green. Leonard against George. Leonard with the steal. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. The pass to Van Vliet. He kicks to Gasol. Clock at 4. Tries from 16 and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Talent, luck, a little bit of both. Kawhi right there with the sick bailout.
Left side, Westbrook. To the paint. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
And there's never been any question about George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the three at a ridiculous rate.
Good on the shot.
And coming out of halftime, coach said they wanted to start fast. Owls 4 for 4.
Right side, Westbrook. Pulls up on the wing. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Toronto. Green, no luck.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority. And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Van Vliet. Knocked loose. Stolen by Westbrook. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
And the Raptors call time here.
And this is what you got to do. I mean, if it ain't working, call timeout, try and figure out what you can do to fix the problem.
You know, also, it's just a chance to take a breath, regroup, get your mind set, and come back out fresh.
For Fred Van Vliet.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Leonard. Since the break, he's been simply stellar, averaging about 27 points per, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
You know what? Everything is coming so easy for him right now, operating on the highest level.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Raptors trail by 10. Green taking his time here. Outside Gasol. And the Raptors miss again.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Passes it to Ferguson. Back to Westbrook. 5 to shoot. Over Lowry. The shot's good from Westbrook. And now it's a 12-point Thunder lead.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Green inside. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Lowry can't get it to go. The Thunder leading by 12. Here's Ferguson. 14 points for him. Here's Grant. And it's Toronto with the rebound. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Lowry against Westbrook to stop the drought. And again, no good by Toronto. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime.
When you watch Kyle Lowry play, you see how much bigger he is than his stats. Does so many little things on both ends of the floor. I mean, he's a great screen setter, takes charges, all the things that don't necessarily show up in the stat sheet, but are important when it comes to winning.
And Toronto making a change here. Powell's checked in. Then for the Thunder, Morris comes in for George. And Burton subbed in for Terrence Ferguson. Leonard, that's for 2. That one a little long. And Greg, with Lowry, it isn't like he's quiet on the stat sheet either.
Yeah, he is a bulldog. I mean, scores it, the playmaking. He's just complete in terms of a backcourt player. Rebounds as well as anybody for his position, and got good hands on defense. It just gives you a little bit of everything at that point guard position.
Raptors trail by 15. Pass to Siakam. Back to Lowry. From the arc. The Thunder pull it in. Adams has got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Grant, that's good. Grant's got 6 points. Toronto's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Outside Leonard. Back to Powell. Here's Siakam, covered by Morris. Siakam misses. Here's Oklahoma City. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Westbrook up top, now recovering. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Serge Ibaka has checked in for the Raptors. And then for Oklahoma City, Nerlens Noel checks in for Steven Adams. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Grant. Here's Morris. There's the dish to Westbrook. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Pass to Powell. And again, Toronto no up. The Thunder leading by 17. Schroeder passes to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Misses off the left iron. And here's Gasol. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. Up top, Leonard. He's got 20. Schroeder against Lowry. Shoots over Schroeder. Outside for Lowry. Ibaka dishes to Powell. Lowry against Schroeder. Tries again. And it's good off the back rim and in. And it's 8 points for Kyle Lowry.
And there is that patience of Lowry with the pick and roll. Took what the defense gave him.
Schroeder passes to Burton. Lowry against Westbrook. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And let's take a quick look at the point guards this year, racking up the most steals per game. Russell Westbrook, number 1.
And all those swipes have come for him because of that endless energy with which he plays on the defensive end. I mean, whoever he's guarding, he sticks to them like glue on the perimeter.
His defense is front and center. No doubt about it. He makes huge plays on that end of the floor.
No good on the free throw.
They aren't making anything at the line today. This is a team that struggles at the line.
And he misses the second one as well, so he's 0 for 2 that time.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
The Thunder leading by 13. Morris outside. And it's Schroeder in the corner. Back to Morris. Here's Burton, guarded by Powell. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Toronto's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Ibaka buries the long-range jumper. Ibaka's got 11 points.
This is where Serge is most dangerous. Extremely confident now from beyond the arc.
Schroeder surveying the floor. And he drops it in from the low post. Schroeder's got his second bucket.
He turned on the Jets. As soon as he got that screen, they went right to the hole. Great decision making there.
It's Powell on the wing. He's covered by Westbrook. Outside Leonard. It's deflected. They retain possession. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. The Thunder leading by 12. Here's Westbrook. Count the basket. Westbrook's got 11 points in the quarter.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here is Lowry. 8 points for him. Jacks up a three. Westbrook, no good. Toronto's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Knocks it loose and stolen by Noel. Now the pass to Westbrook. And it's Westbrook again missing. Raptors trail by 14. Foul for 3. Morris with the rebound. Schroeder against Leonard. Inside, deflects the pass. Gasol with the steal. And here we go. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Kevin, I like that he's staying aggressive. One of the NBA's most consistent scorers. Kawhi's been doing it all tonight.
Now here's Schroeder. He has 6. Right side Westbrook. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Kyle Lowry picks one up there. For Oklahoma City, they have made 9 free throws in the game, 14 attempts.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Markieff Morris. And both free throws good for Westbrook. Here's Lowry. He's got 8. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Six on the shot clock. Here's Leonard. Can't get it to fall. Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for Oklahoma City. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
We know the right way and the wrong way to play, okay? The ball needs to hop right now. That's when we're at our best. We need to start playing together right now, because when we get to the rim and move it, we're getting...
Emphasizing the unselfish play, Billy D knows that's when they perform their best.
Yeah, I mean, no question. When this team's sharing the basketball and everyone's playing for each other, they are a much tougher out.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Leonard and Ibaka are the forward pairing. Jeremy Lin is out there with Lowry, and it's Gasol at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Now here's Lin. Now here's Lowry. Deep. The shot misses.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Westbrook, no good.
And you can see at this stage of his career, just still not comfortable as a finisher at the basket.
Lin against Westbrook. Offside Gasol. Over Noel. It's Gasol missing. Oklahoma City leading by 16 to the middle, and Noel kicks to Patterson. To the inside. And there's Schroeder. That's good. The assist by Patterson. That's now 8 points for Dennis Schroeder.
And Schroeder, undaunted inside, took the defense head on and made the tough shot.
Leonard finds Ibaka. Outside Lowry. From the arc. Drills it from outside.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Third 3 of the game for him, first in this half.
Lin against Westbrook. And it's Noel missing.
And a little frustration now, missing on the catch and flush.
You know, because it's all about timing, just unable to connect. One of those plays you really want back.
Now here's Leonard. He feeds it to Gasol. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 13 rebounds. Passes it to Westbrook. Shoots over Lin. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's. And here's Lin. He'll bring it up for Toronto. Stolen by George. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Westbrook leading the charge. And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Sunday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets. And then on Tuesday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap,
shots.
there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook. Some changes for Toronto. Pascal Siakam comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Green in for Jeremy Lin. And then for Oklahoma City, Adams, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Grant comes in for Patrick Patterson. And Terrence Ferguson subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And Russell Westbrook drops them both. Raptors trail by 15. Now Lowry. Pass to Siakam. Leonard with the ball. And another shot. Gasol trying to free himself up. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 24.
Kawhi, a double-digit rebounder in college. Scouts knew that would be a transferable skill of his.
Here's Ferguson. Now recovering. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Leonard the pass to Siakam. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Oklahoma City leading by 10. Westbrook kicks to George. Westbrook against Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 17 feet out. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. 33 points for Russell Westbrook.
You can tell he is on a mission down the stretch. Attack offensively and build on this lead.
Green and the Raptors tack on 2 more.
And when you thought this fourth quarter was simply a formality, all of a sudden the offense picks up, and now we have a game.
Here's Ferguson. In the corner, George with it. Shoots over Leonard. And it's good off the back rim and in. 16 points for Paul George. Raptors trail by 12. Leonard on the wing, defended by George. Siakam passes to Green. Here's Siakam. Here's Gasol. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Inside, here's Adams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Two shots.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. Knocked away. Leonard looking around. And here we go. George heading to the hoop. And George with the stuff.
And hustle paying off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
Now here's Lowry. Outside Gasol. Off target from three-point range.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And George gets it to go.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score.
Leonard finds Gasol. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Siakam. He's covered by Westbrook. Puts up a 3. Siakam misses. Oklahoma City leading by 15. Elbow shot. And it's George again missing. Here's Siakam. Pass to Lowry. Gasol's in the post. Adams on him. And Adams sends it back. Here's Ferguson, headed by Green. Westbrook wide open. He fires. Connects from three-point range. Westbrook's got 36. Toronto's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Here's Leonard, and Adams sends it back. Down low. Here's Grant, sinks that one from the post. And the Thunder lead by 20. The Raptors have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Lowry kicks to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. The Thunder leading by 20. Outside, George. There's the pass to Adams. Outside, George. 6 to shoot. Leonard with the steal. Here's Siakam. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 3rd assist on the night.
This is why you love to run the offense through Leonard. Have to play him to score. That opens up passing lanes.
It's good from long range. Westbrook's got 39.
Extended the lead. This has been a great period for him offensively.
Raptors trail by 21. Outside Lowry. Kicks it to Gasol. And Adams sends it back. Here's Ferguson. Lowry covering. George against Leonard. Grant surveying the D. Over Gasol. No good from Grant.
He was all alone. Looks like he gets a little too relaxed. He has to maintain his focus.
Lowry inside the line. The Thunder pull it in. Westbrook with it. He kicks it to George. Westbrook against Green. Here's Ferguson, and the Thunder another three.
Not sure who was supposed to close out on him. Huge defensive breakdown.
This has been a running theme. Guys out of position, failing to contest. Just look at the scoreboard.
Now here is Lowry. Outside Gasol. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on a 20-6 run. Westbrook against Green. Westbrook dishes to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here is Lowry. Makes it off the glass. Lowry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Thunder.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep. And that has to be a relief.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Russell Westbrook.
What I like that he came ready to compete in this game, but he did it under control. Tremendous poise, never seemed to be in a hurry, just played the game the right way.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
2 shots, gentlemen.
And there's the foul. It's called on Toronto.
2.
At the line for the Thunder, Steven Adams. At the line for 2.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Morris is checked in for Westbrook. Patterson comes in for Grant. Burton's checked in for George. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Terrence Ferguson. Good on the second free throw. Here's Van Vliet. 32 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Lynn kicks to Ibaka. Back to Lynn. Over Morris. Good work defensively by Morris. And here's Schroeder. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together, and we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you later.